Argentina World Cup roster is stacked with serious talent. Julian Alvarez just keeps on pushing forward. Julian Alvarez, sensational Martinez, and naturally, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Messi is here. That is exactly what they want. One last stroke of genius. Yet for defending champions, they lack that classic fear factor. Teams just do not shiver in the tunnel anymore before kickoff. On paper, they lack the deep bench of European giants like Spain or France. Their core is well over 30. This squad looks seasoned, maybe a little too seasoned. Still, here they stand, battle-tested, dominating South American qualifiers, and claiming 3 major trophies in 4 years. They might not look terrifying, but do not sleep on them. So with all these doubts, why is the Argentine national team still a dark horse to win the World Cup all over again? 3.5 years ago, Messi did the impossible. He completed soccer, dragging Argentina to World Cup glory in 2022, echoing Diego Maradona back in 1986. Messi finally grabbed the one trophy that always slipped away. For everyone except Ronaldo fans, it just felt like pure justice. For Argentina, sheer destiny. For Messi, the ultimate crown on a football career we will probably never see again. Absolute magic in Qatar. 7 goals across 7 matches, 2 in a heart-stopping final that nearly killed us all, plus 3 massive assists. Handing him the golden ball for player of the tournament was a no-brainer. He was not just the talisman for the Albiceleste. He was their beating heart, a true captain. But calling that 2022 side a one-man show is straight-up disrespectful. Julian Alvarez, Alexis Mac Allister, and Enzo Fernandez broke out on the global stage. Enzo even walked away with the young player of the tournament trophy. Even the veterans stepped up. Nicolas Otamendi wound back the clock, anchoring an absolutely terrifying defense, while Emi Martinez wrote himself into World Cup history with heroic penalty saves and, famously, his elite-level trash talk. Even guys with quiet stats, like Angel Di Maria and Lautaro Martinez, left blood on the pitch. They stepped up when it mattered most. Honestly, after that stunning opening loss to Saudi Arabia, the vibe flipped. Standards skyrocketed. The squad became a fortress. From then on, Argentina refused to blink. Nobody in the tournament matched their brotherhood. With 2 Copa America Cups and 1 World Cup over the last 5 years, they have cemented their status as international football giants. Now they want back-to-back World Cups, a feat only 2 nations have ever pulled off. Fast forward to right now. Is Argentina still as deadly as their 2022 victory implies? Quick pause if you are liking the video. Hit that subscribe button. Your support means everything and helps us keep making the content you love. On paper, Argentina's 18-game qualifying run was a dream. They topped the CONMEBOL table, finishing 9 points ahead of Ecuador. They dismantled fierce rivals Brazil both home and away. They also owned the deadliest attack in South America, while Messi's 8 goals surprisingly made him top scorer in qualifiers for the very first time. It felt like total dominance, but context is key. The competition was unusually weak. Historic powerhouses like Uruguay and Brazil limped their way into 4th and 5th place. Red flags popped up for Lionel Scaloni's men too. Ugly losses to Uruguay and Paraguay, plus a lifeless 1-1 draw at home against Colombia. Tucked right between those qualifiers was a successful Copa America title defense. Even so, you could not shake the feeling that Argentina never hit top speed. They just grinded out results without playing brilliant football, and that sluggish pattern has shadowed them all the way into the build-up for this year's World Cup. Their first warm-up was in October, a tight 1-0 win over Venezuela without Messi on the pitch. Since then, real tests are nowhere to be found. They closed out 2025 by crushing Puerto Rico 6-0, followed by an easy 2-0 stroll past Angola. Argentina eventually booked 2 more friendlies in March against Mauritania and Zambia. But these are lower-tier squads, completely useless for judging Argentina's actual form. Oddly enough, while they easily battered Zambia 5-0, Mauritania, ranked 115th, only lost 2-1. They outshot the Argentines and tackled like they were in Shaolin soccer. Still, opponents this week rarely pose a real threat. For these guys, just sharing grass with Lionel Messi is the highlight of their lives. It makes sense that Argentina dropped a gear during these matches. But Scaloni was fuming. Emi Martinez was pissed too, flat out saying it was one of the most pointless friendlies they have ever played. For a squad chasing World Cup history, that is not a comfortable spot to sit. Dibu Martinez, the keeper who is never shy to share his opinion, kicked the door wide open on the team's discontent. After the Zambia friendly, a local reporter asked him about the team's current level. He straight up replied, "How do we know where we truly stand if we are playing Mauritania and Zambia?" To be totally fair, the Argentine Federation had zero choice. Their massive clash with Spain and Qatar was scrapped super late because of conflict in the Middle East. By then, every top-tier nation had their match schedules locked. They could have relocated the game to the Bernabeu, but Argentina understandably refused to play a massive marquee fixture inside a brutally hostile pro-Spain atmosphere. Sure, they might have lost, but getting tested by Spain would have given them infinitely more value than two boring, half-hearted training runs. Plus, it robbed the fans of watching Messi go toe-to-toe with his prodigy, Lamine Yamal. The 2022 final proved exactly why these massive occasions actually matter. Messi and Di Maria sparked a stunning 3-0 destruction of Euro 2020 champions Italy. It was a massive statement that flooded the locker room with belief. Without that test, easy friendly wins over the UAE, Jamaica, Honduras, and Estonia. Seriously, who the hell is booking Argentina's schedule? Those weak matches would have been their only reference point before Qatar. The supreme confidence that fueled their tournament run just would not exist. So exactly how dangerous is this Argentina squad right now? Hard to say for certain. But one thing is crystal clear: they have to find their rhythm again, and fast. Even at 37 years old, Messi is carrying the weight of a nation again, only this time it's a massive hill to climb. This isn't the same Messi who was everywhere in 2022. The pure genius remains, but his legs can't handle 90 minutes every 5 or 6 days anymore. Honestly, not any more than I could survive a 20-minute leg day at the gym. So, when the legend rests, who steps up? When an injury sidelined him for those back-to-back defeats to Colombia and Ecuador, the drop in creativity was painfully obvious. Angel Di Maria retiring after the last Copa America robbed the squad of their deadliest wide threat. And sure, Nico Gonzalez stepped in on the left wing, but he's basically the budget version. His end product and technical skills just don't match the original. On top of that, the midfield has lost its teeth. Rodrigo de Paul, once the chief enforcer, now pulling double duty as Messi's bodyguard at Inter Miami, isn't quite as explosive at 31. Meanwhile, Enzo Fernandez, Leandro Paredes, and Alexis Mac Allister all had rocky up-and-down club seasons. Defensively, the bedrock of that 2022 World Cup run is looking way less solid. Nicolas Otamendi is 38 now, making him easy prey for quick forwards. At the same time, Christian Romero just dragged himself through a brutal Spurs campaign, collecting red cards like trading cards. Now he's racing against the clock after picking up a nasty injury mid-April. The fullbacks who started the 2022 final, Nicolas Tagliafico and Gonzalo Montiel, have both been battling constant injuries. And while Noel Molina remains a rock-solid option on the right side, Marcos Acuna on the opposite flank is way past his prime. Even the always reliable Emi Martinez has taken heat lately, with some sloppy mistakes creeping into his Aston Villa matches. But in Argentina colors, they both look invincible. There are silver linings too. Julian Alvarez looks deadly out wide or central, peaking right on time for Atletico Madrid. Lautaro Martinez just had another monster season with Serie A champions Inter. Then you've got the true wild card Real Madrid prodigy Franco Mastantuono. With Nico Paz breaking out at Como, Argentina might actually have their next great creative engine ready to go. He cuts in from the right, links up play beautifully, and even shares a bit of Messi's deadly set-piece vision. The raw talent is undeniable. Now he just has to prove it on the big stage. Because here's the harsh truth. You just can't replace Lionel Messi right now. Nobody else ties the whole team together. No one else pulls magic out of thin air when the margins are this tight. And absolutely no one commands that same kind of gravity on a football pitch. Just having him in the locker room changes the entire dynamic. And it definitely will this time too. For years, the driving force was always getting Messi his World Cup. Well, they finally climbed that mountain. So what actually fuels the fire heading into this next World Cup? I think it comes down to a few fresh faces. Give Lionel Scaloni credit, he's brought in hungry young players. Guys like Nico Paz, Giuliano Simeone, Valentin Barco, and Franco Mastantuono. These kids haven't won a thing with Argentina yet. No Copa America, and definitely no World Cup. And when you factor in Just having a legend like Messi pushing you is a massive motivator. It naturally elevates your game to the next level, feeding right into the incredible brotherhood of this squad. If you enjoyed the breakdown, drop a like and subscribe for more modern football content. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.